Hey, my beautiful friends, welcome to this space. I am your friend Kevin, and I'm here with my friend Freddie the Teddy and his friend Patrick the Bear. New subscribers welcome, existing subscribers welcome. I feel like you're all friends, you're all members, and we're all here to enlighten, to inspire, and to heal each other. So here's your card of the day. Let's get going. And when I say thank you, I truly mean it. Your comments and our little chit chat back and forth in the comments means a great deal. We're using the Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle deck by Radley Valentine with illustrations by Echo Chernick. And we've got the World card that's been with us all week long with Archangel Michael. And the World card is really talking about a happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth, and insight into all that's happening. So it's really been a week of wrapping up and, sifting through, sorting through, and finding something new and exciting to get involved with. Yesterday we talked about increasing knowledge. All week long we've been doing this wrap up and tidy up. So let's get to see, well, let me just start with the two isms and see if this pulls together. I don't know how it pulls together, but it does. Vibrate with the cosmic light of whatever you believe heaven is and shine. And then realize that the brighter we shine, the lighter we get. I was thinking this morning as I'm meditating that even when the moon is full, it's in full view of the sun somewhere in the galaxy. The sun is shining brightly at it, and it's shining right back. So it's that there's never darkness. There's always light somewhere, someplace. Anyway, let's get on with this. Great Father in the sky, loving, kind Mother of the earth, angels, ancestors, interdimensional beings from all realms, I welcome you to this space, and I give humble thanks for being your messenger. I set the intention to see, to feel, to hear, and to know your sacred words, and to deliver this message in such a way to enlighten, to inspire, and to heal others. Thank you for giving me the perfect words to say. Thank you for giving me the perfect understanding of your message. So be it, and so shall it be. One more go through, and then let's see. Here's one. It's almost like every time I fan these cards out to go pull it and read it, it's a bit like one spark. It's like a little sparkle, a little light pops up. Anyway, let's see what the light... Oh, look at this. Number 23, pray from the heart. Oh, I like this. So here we've got our subject, you and I, Grandma, all of our ascended ones that have passed into spirit, they're praying. And here comes Archangel Michael. He's praying and basically saying prayer can really move mountains. Reach out to the divine with your heart's concerns and watch miracles unfold. This really does tie into the brighter I shine, the lighter I get, vibrating with the prayer, the cosmic light, the love of whatever you believe heaven is. I believe, and I didn't always believe this, that heaven's not a place. It isn't a destination. When I went and had my, I don't know if it's really a near-death experience, but you could call it that, almost 10 years ago, it was the feeling of euphoric love. It was a feeling of being unconditionally loved, that there was nothing better than that feeling. That to me is what heaven is. And you know those feelings when you just have that euphoria, that feeling that you just can't explain. You want to tell the world, and the world doesn't seem to be understanding it because they're not where you are, because their version of heaven is not your version of heaven. But this is where the prayer comes from. If you're feeling less than joy, if you're feeling less than happy, if you're feeling less than that euphoric feeling, pray to be shown where it is. And prayer doesn't necessarily have to seem so heavy duty. I think we've all been taught that we have to go somewhere, which I do like going to sacred places, peaceful forests, by the water's edge of a lake or a stream, in a field, somewhere peaceful, somewhere quiet. That's nice. That can be my church, if you will, for a few minutes. But know that today, the power of what you're asking for in prayer is absolutely sacrosanct, and it is quite incredible. It is that open communication between you and the Creator that brought you here, that created you, that gave you the spark of their love. And it lives within all of us. It has the power to heal any of the challenges that you've got going on and bring forth amazing, amazing miracles. We just have to believe that that's possible. I think this is why we're being called upon right now in our culture, wherever you live in the planet, to pray from the heart and focus all that emotion, all that intensity, because it has the power, more so than the mind. When you say words out of, routine, without deeply feeling it, it's not necessarily prayer. It's almost like a rhyme. I don't know what I can't recite the Lord's Prayer, but I know when I was a little boy, every morning in assembly, we had to say the Lord's Prayer, Our Father that art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Half the time, I don't remember if I really believed in what I was saying. So your prayers can really be quite simple, and it should be quite simple. They should not ever be this complicated, contrived diatribe. I mean, I feel like the energy of God that lives within each one of us is very simple. The easiest and tiniest of lessons and things to be learned is that simple. We also don't need to look at prayers as being shoved on a priority shelf. A sincere plea at difficult times, challenging times, desperate times is just as much valued as a prayer of saying, I'm thankful, I'm grateful, thank you for coming where you've always been. Simple requests for that parking space or green lights to get you to work can provide instant results. So if you're facing any challenges, if you're facing any difficulties, if you're going through something, that puddle, they're called, I'm going to repeat something I shared with someone yesterday. They're called pothole days. I'd say, you can get quiet, you can get peaceful, you can drop your eyes down and say, okay, Spirit, you can call them angels, you can call them guardian angels. When I pray, it's like, thank you, guardian angels, for being where you've always been, because they've always been with me. I feel like they have. I look back at the journey of my life and how I got where I am, and there is many times where I had to get over these hurdles in something, some way, some shape, some form, and I'm reminded of that 2 nights in the hospital where I wasn't sure I was going to make it. We weren't sure if we were going to get out the other side. And I did. And I get to celebrate 10 years of that next week. And touch wood, pray to God, thank you. The 10 years that I've spent, a decade that I've spent since, have been quite remarkable. Most of it has been in meditation. A lot of it has been in that prayer mode. Every day I get up, I find a channel on the YouTube that has that angelic music that I play that lifts me up, sends me through that, and all these things I learned since. Deepak Chopra talks about the meditative process, and he stays in that space all day long. I'm not quite there yet. I do get I do say some things. I got a potty mouth, I will admit. And some rather colourful words come flying out when I hit a pothole in my day. And then it's like, okay, whether I call him Lord Jesus, Melchizedek, who's one of my spirit guides, Merlin, angels, fairies, godmother, godfather, the energies of lightness and goodness and beauty and love, whatever I call all of that, I call upon it. And I can say, listen, I've not been the greatest of servant to you today. I haven't been the greatest steward of the earth today. I can do better. Just show me and help me. That's a prayer. That's simple. That's easy. There's also a feeling that goes with it, a feeling of relief, a feeling that you can be forgiven. But there's another little bit of a caveat that goes with forgiving. I'm going to show you a book that I got that's very difficult to find, but it's wonderful. In my bucket of books, I love it. My bucket of books, my box of books, my little container of books is this one by Kyle Gray, Harnessing the Help of Heaven to Create the Miracles. The one thing about praying, it can be challenging for some people because, then we have, I call it a filter. You know how when you put a filter in your house for the air conditioning, every so often you've got to change it, and there's all this muck and fuzz and rubbish that gets collected. The filters that we've all been indoctrinated with has been the religious practices. You can put a label on it. I like to think that religion is a practice. It's like yoga. That's a practice. We are so lucky, and I say lucky, fortunate, to be in a society where we live in nations that there's a big mix of beliefs that are coming together. 20 years ago, maybe 30 years ago, we got this whole non-denominational word plopped out there. There's been a few that has been more about the prophet and not the prophet, not the prophesizing and sharing the word, but the money. And there's nothing wrong with it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it at all. But we've been sort of subjected to this is right, this is wrong, this is right, this is wrong. Now, we came into this. Did we come in to change it? But the point I'm making is we live in a world and a society where Hindus, Buddhists, Muslims, all kinds of religious beliefs and religious practices are going on. What I know for sure is as I watch them all and see them all and study a bit of each one, it's all the same. The eyes go down, the hands come together, and we worship something, someone, some power that's out there. We're an extension of it. The bigger power of us is being reserved to do other things. The small part of us is in this body going out doing our thing, whatever that looks like. Anyway, this book, I love this book. Let's see, how much time have we got? Oh, we're running out of time. This is challenging to get. I've bought it for gifts for people, and it always seems to be sold out. But I love it. I do like it. It goes into Archangel Zadkiel, talks about the archangels. I mean, discovering beauty inside and out. Such an easy read. A prayer to Jophiel. Here's a prayer to welcome Jophiel's energy into your life. And it says, I breathe deeply and I feel my core with fresh, clean air. As I exhale, I release the clutter from my mind and body. Doing this, I allow myself to see, hear more clearly. And thank you, Jophiel, for supporting me as I discover my inner beauty and for silencing the voice of my ego so that I can clearly hear God, whatever you want to say God is, the universe, a source energy, whatever that is, it's God. I feel so alive knowing your wings are taking me forward, and so it is. Simple. I mean, I think this is so wonderful. It's like any kind of prayer. You could look at any prayer. It doesn't necessarily, and I think the bigger point I'm making, and I'll let you go. The bigger point I'm making here is you don't have to wait for a pothole day or a challenging day or a day that doesn't go quite right for you to pray. It could be something you get in the habit of doing every day. And it could be something as simple as, what's the prayer I do every morning? It's thank you, guardian angels and spirit guides, for being with me today in all ways, in all things, in all directions of time and space. Let there be no limit to the ways in which you assist me today. And thank you for removing and clearing my energy, my place of space, fear, anxiety, worry, depression, all the things that you don't need in your life. Thanks for removing them. And thank you for bringing me ultimate clarity to my day and filling my heart with joy. I welcome in whatever light you want to say. I welcome in the brighter light so I can shine brighter for others. I think that's what this is about. All right. I've waffled on and on. I thank you, thank you, thank you. And until tomorrow, much love for your love and support. Bye.